Grab your friends, wear your florals, and let's go watch the movie It Ends With Us. Blake Lively filed a complaint against her co star Justin Baldoni. And who is right in this issue? Hello, everyone, and welcome once again. So, in today's episode, we will be discussing about this huge battle between Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni, who are the co stars of the movie It Ends With Us. Let's go. Guys, recently I was in Goa. That is why I am like posting more frequently these days after taking a long gap. So firstly, we will be discussing about the Golden Globes Awards and many other pop culture news before the main issue. So recently the Golden Globes Awards happened and many people dressed nicely. Let's review.
10, 6, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9, 8, 10, 7, 10.
Also, someone like mocked God, and this was really cruel.
So much has already happened in the first half, and the acceptance speeches have been on fire. Who got shouted out the most? Let's look at the numbers. All right, cast and crew are leading the way with 11 mentions. Moms are holding strong with 3 shout-outs. God, creator of the universe, 0 mentions. All right. No surprise in this godless town.
See, God may be having 0 points in this world, but in the heaven and ultimately he will be 100%. So yes, don't mock God, Hollywood. And recently recently Los Angeles, the city of Hollywood, has faced a really bad fire.
Lots of acres of land got burnt, and in a triangular manner, the fire got spread. Some say that it is a terrorist attack, while some say it's a natural phenomenon. Many others say that it's a divine phenomenon, and the fires are not getting off. I think there is the poor management to be blamed, and also the houses were made by wood, so yes, the fire got caught easily. Because of woke environment policies, the problem isn't being solved.
Some believe that it's God's judgment.
Pro Palestinian supporters told that this is God's judgment as America funded Israel and they congratulated it. They are correct. If America wouldn't have funded a lot to Israel, Ukraine, or Lebanon and instead have put their own country first, then probably this problem could have been solved. I believe that you should donate to other countries, but you should be prioritizing your own first.
Remember, we don't know, but we should be understanding that God is going to come one day, sooner or later, and as believers, we should prepare for that. And let's help California. Also, the mayor of the Los Angeles is like gone for the meeting with the new president of Ghana in this serious time. See, it's not in and itself wrong, but neglecting this very important calamity where you rule is really problematic. So progressive policies are really problematic, and we should be supporting the innocent people of LA. Donate to them.
She was unable to answer the question about the floods, and the government knew about this.
An apology for being absent while their homes were burning. If you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars down there, have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? No apology for them.
Firefighters who were hired because of their gender and sexual orientation were not being able to find water reservoirs because the reservoirs were empty to save a local fish. This is how those policies became problematic. Squid Game 2 has released starring Lee Jung-jae and it has been impressing the audience. I highly recommend you all to watch this thriller series. I really loved the first season.
Be discussing about the main issue. So, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni were the co-stars in the movie It Ends With Us, which was the adaptation of the very famous novel It Ends With Us, written by Colleen Hoover. I also have this book, guys, and I read it, and it's like a really great book. but like many people say that it is emotional con. We will be discussing the story first. So Lily Bloom, who is the heroine, played by Blake Lively, meets her boyfriend, who is a neurosurgeon named Riley Kincaid, who is played by Justin Baldoni, and he's the antagonist.
He looks so hot in this look.
And Justin also plays as the director of this film. And years later, she meets Atlas. He was her previous boyfriend, and all the love triangle drama happens. Finally, Riley and Lily separate after they have a child. And Riley is shown as abusive, etc.
Will you marry me, Lily Blossom Bloom?
Don't make me regret this. Are you okay? If one day you had a daughter, will you save her? If the person she loved was hurting her, what would you say to her? It ends with us.
This book glorifies domestic violence, pluralizes the domestic violence, which is wrong. Domestic violence is a huge problem, and it's not an aesthetic or a floral aesthetic. So all this drama started when, in December 2024, Blake Lively filed a complaint with California Civil Rights Department accusing Baldoni of creating a hostile work environment during film's production. So let's talk about that. So firstly, Blake Lively likes to keep her personal matters private and has personal modesty issues. And she also tried to refuse to a scene where she's naked, and she didn't allow the crew to enter there when she was dressing up. And she accused Baldoni of sexual harassment and defamation. And yes, she also criticized Baldoni for asking about her weight. Now, Justin had serious back problem, which is called as bulging discs, and there was a scene where he had to carry Blake. And it's not wrong for him to ask about her weight, because he was not body shaming her. He was just had a problem, and taking care of yourself is not selfish. And he also lifted her up with one hand. So yes, and Blake Lively also complained that she didn't have an intimacy coordinator, and Justin, as he was a director, invaded her privacy, asked her personal questions. Once Justin talked to her about some domestic violence incident. And I think that this was like kind of problematic when he should be having knowing her personality better. And Justin Baldoni later retorted that we didn't have it. And Blake Lively also told that Justin's producing partner, Jamie Heath, showed her core. And I think that this is really, really problematic. But Justin told that this is not the issue.
She told that during the kissing scene, Justin kissed her for more time than required.
Blake Lively, if we look into her interviews and also the premiere shows, Blake and the other cast and crew, along with Blake's husband, promoted the movie separately from Justin. Justin was the only one who was promoting the movie. Her version of the movie was released by Sony. She chose the cover for the poster, and many people complained that she had a really, really bad fashion sense, at least not fitting according to the Lily Bloom character. Even I thought that like she was like kind of boring. And Justin tried a lot hard. And like Blake Lively was promoting the movie by saying, grab your pills, wear your florals, and see.
Grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see it.
She was busy promoting her shampoo and liquor brand.
This book and this movie is based on a very, very serious problem known as domestic violence. And it is not a joke. It is not a floral aesthetic. That is a really, really huge problem. And many women and even men feel really bad and they suffer a lot. And this shouldn't be normalized. And on the other hand, Justin told about this reality of the DV survivors. He himself was a domestic violence survivor, and he told that this is a really, really huge problem, unlike Blake Lively. And there is also a complaint that Justin and his family and friends were locked up in the basement during the premiere.
On what, could have been one of the most beautiful nights of my life career-wise, I literally was sent to the basement with all my friends and family for over an hour.
Many influencers like Seth Steele and Megyn Kelly have voiced their support for Justin. Justin identifies himself as a male feminist. He had spoken once in TED Talks, and he has also published 2 books. One is Undefining My Masculinity, and the second is that boys will be human. And I think that he is really, really great guy. He's not a beta soy boy, and he's not the Giga Chad Andrew Tate type guy. And Also, he has struggled with body image issues, self-worth issues, etc. So we can understand that even men face certain issues which normally women face, and we should not bully them because men are also humans. And I do think that Justin is correct because Justin and Blake not even once promoted the film together. And if we look into the past interviews of Blake Lively, we can see that how mean-minded she was. Once she mocked her interviewer with saying congratulations on a baby bump, despite her not being pregnant.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
She ignores the domestic violence questions.
An interviewer asked her what she'd tell a fan who wanted to share their personal experience with abuse.
Asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. I'm a Virgo, so I'm like, are we talking logistics? Are we talking emotionally?
And many celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio have been talking ill about her mean behavior. Also, her husband Ryan Reynolds had divorced his first wife before marrying Blake because of his extramarital affair with her. So he is also equally to blame, and he and Blake are trying to tarnish Justin's image. Also, Justin is a really loyal husband, at least as we see in the media. And yes, I do think that Blake is to be blamed here, and also her husband Ryan Reynolds.
Justin has also sued Ryan, and these are some of the leaked messages of Justin's manager Melissa Nathan with others, and also about Blake Lively's messages. These are some of the protocols which he ignored, and Justin's lawyer has solid proofs against Blake and how she all faked it up.
Unlike any case that I've handled
Blake's
my entire
team
career,
couldn't
it's the one case
defeat
where I put every
Justin's
single
team.
document, everything on a website for everyone in the public to read, come to their own conclusions.
He is really right here. He is taking the situation calmly, unlike Blake, who is making entitled claims. And also, Justin filed a $250 million suit against the New York Times because New York Times published an article about Blake Lively's claims and also misinterpreted Justin's claims.
Many woke feminists like Taylor Swift defend Blake.
We can infer that Blake is being really entitled, and my opinion can change. We should be waiting for the judicial evidences and the actual truth. This is just the approximate view, and many people now stand with Justin. Justin is innocent in many ways, and Blake is blameworthy in many ways. This is the result of the Me Too movement. See, it was a really great movement initially, but later the idea that believe all women started being normalized, it became a really problematic movement. We should not believe all women because sometimes women can also commit crimes.
I think that Blake is doing all this so that she could get the credit and also to get money which Justin has. Some lessons we can learn is that not trust anyone fully. Secondly, we should be really mindful in whom we work with and with whom we make friendships. And thirdly, we should have patience and not unnecessarily false claim others. Stand up by the truth. Also, be really careful with whom you date or with whom you befriend. Also, we should respect others and do the right thing in the right place and time.
So thank you guys for listening to this important serious episode. Do share your thoughts on the It Ends With Us movie and also this legal battle with whom you stand. I stand with Justin. Bye.